Hello, everyone. This is our final session of Two Summers in Silent Falls. My name is Donna. My pronouns are he, him. I'm running the game. Let's get a quick round of intros from our players, their characters, and maybe a snippet of previously on.
Hi, I'm Kay. I'm playing Jeremiah Brywood Barnes. He, they are a community athlete slash baseball star in the adult timeline. And last time on, he got stuck in a tree. His biological mom, who we found, put him in a tree. But hey, his boyfriend and friend, boyfriend, kind of boyfriend. They haven't labeled it yet. Uh, and his friends cut him out, so he's fine. Everything's okay. No problems here.
Hi, I'm Mendel. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Remy, who uses he, him pronouns as well. And last session, I said Remy is the helpful, earnest, and fairly oblivious one, who's a substitute teacher in the adult timeline. And the notable thing is that the big teenage missing package that belongs to Jenny Montanaro was returned almost without incident in the previous session. And we still don't know what's in the package and probably never will.
I can lead a horse to water, but
I mean, you have to have characters that are interested in that sort of thing. I'm sorry. But yeah, hi, I'm Mads, they, them pronouns. I'm playing Terry, he, him. I'm the responsible older brother type of the group. As an adult, I am an event promoter who has come back to town after a few years to kind of deal with some past issues and didn't know that I was going to meet an ex or some old friends that I was expecting to have left this town by now. But yeah, strangeness ensues, and yeah, my ex was stuck in a tree, and yeah, we found him and released him, and yeah, now Terry's worried as hell because there's some weird shit going on. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Kira Holwell. She, her pronouns. Kira is the bad kid of the group as a teen, and as an adult, she runs the Silent Falls Examiner and is also a married mother. And last time that we were together, at one point, Kira and Remy were at the infamous laundromat, and we were checking on something weird happening in an apartment above that location where Jenny Montero had gone to drop a package. Hmm. And encountered a vampire who was maybe formerly a detective that had been in town trying to solve a vampire mystery and failed apparently. Yeah, that's what I remember.
okay, awesome. Skip over the whole sickle decapitation, right? That's a bit
You
awkward.
know, I still feel bad uh yeah, about that in retrospect, so
So yeah, hey, why don't we give you the chance to frame a scene, either timeline for Jeremiah?
Yeah, I think go big or go home. I think it's maybe been timey-wimey a bit, and I think we're gonna hand wave like Jeremiah got scouted, like there was the big game win, uh, like all the stuff is pumping in, And we see Jeremiah getting dropped off in front of Terry's house by the Montanaro car. It's clear he was at the Montanaro mansion. He's maybe a little pale, um, but there's something on his face that's between heartbreak and sort of grit. And he kind of goes up to the door, and we notice the car goes down the block, but it doesn't necessarily leave. As he goes up to the door and we'll knock on it.
What time of year is this? Is this like at the end of the school year? What is this?
So this is the summer, right? We were the summer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Um, so I think, yeah, it's the summer before. Yeah, it's the summer before we all, well, were we shit, what brain fart's been so long. Where were we? I know it's the summer, but which summer was it? Thank you, Watch. What summer was it? Is like the summer after senior year, the summer before, or
We would all know like where we were going in terms of like college or whatever, if
yeah.
that's the case,
So
right?
I think it's the
So,
summer. Yeah, before. Ooh, before. Oh, that there's a whole year. Oh God. Okay, sorry, trauma. Yeah, so it's the it's it's 2 summers. It's the summer. It's the summer before. No, because is it okay if we flash forward that it's the start of summer of the next year? We all kind of, to an extent, know where we're going.
mhm.
Is that okay, Donna? Or
I mean, we never really nailed down which summer it was anyway, right?
okay,
So, I
valid.
mean, either way, right?
Yeah, nebulous
Uh,
time. It's
yeah.
it's no towards the end of summer. Autumn is coming. It is mid-August. And yeah, we see Jeremiah rap his knuckles against the front door.
And I think and you hear like from inside, "Come in, hold on," and then like Terry will open it, and he sees you, and it's like first he's like very happy to see you, hey, and then he notices the look on your face. You all right? You look like you're sick.
No, I'm fine. I'm great.
You want to come on in? I mean,
No, actually, I think maybe it's better if I don't. And I think you see he's got like a small bag at his side, and you see like the top of one of your sweatshirts poking out of it. I- I'm officially uh signed with school and everything, and I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's been made aware of, and I think we should forget that we made this mistake. And he pushes the bag forward with like, you'll see, like, I don't know, whatever things you've given him over the years, like the times he's borrowed like a sweatshirt or something, like
wait, what do you mean mistake?
whatever we've been doing, it's not real. That's just it's just kids messing around or something or whatever, but that's gotta time for child's play has to end, right?
You,
You're
wait. You think we were just we were just messing around? Is that what you thought?
yeah, I mean, I'm not gay, so I can't be. So this is just needs to stop and not be a thing. And please don't like leak it to the press or anything like that. Uh, when it becomes a thing as it starts. But I need to focus on my career and where that's going. And this isn't compatible with that. I've been made to see that that's true.
He lets the bag thump to the ground, and his jaw sets. No, I won't let anything. I won't say anything. You, you, you have your career all set out. I get it.
Future ahead of me. I can't ruin it just for and like he doesn't say anything, but he like gestures a hand from himself to like Terry. Like
Yeah, sure.
there's a lot of people that are depending on me and I need to do the right thing for everyone.
Yeah, I got people depending on me too.
Glad we can agree then that it's best for both of us to move on and pretend this didn't happen.
Just ask yourself when you, you know, go out, make your home runs, sign those autographs. Just ask yourself every single time, was it worth it? And then he'll shut the door in your face.
You hear like the thunk of a forehead and you see like there are tears in Jeremiah's eyes as he like steadies his voice and says, I won't even remember who you were by then. And we like see like the tears coming. Like he doesn't mean that. But he's holding out strong and we you hear his footsteps kind of echo on the porch as he walks down, walks towards we see the car back up into view as the he gets into the back of this Montanero car and heads off.
Terry will head to his room, and he looks as if he's going to take his guitar and smash it against the wall. But he looks at it and thinks real hard. Thinks better of it. And he'll sit down and play. He'll try to sing something, but he can't because he's starting to get choked up. And he he doesn't see a thing because his eyes are blurring out with tears.
I think the camera focuses back where that bag is still sitting on the steps with the stuff, but we notice as it goes to pan out that that hoodie that was on the top is missing now. We see it wrapped around Jeremiah's waist as he leans back into the leather of the car seat, crying, not even trying to talk to the driver at all, just outright sobbing.
Anything else you want to add to that? Or, I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean,
seems
like
to wrap it up.
that's a good place to fade
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good fade out point.
Okay. Uh, Mark Mendel, do you want to stick in the teen timeline for now, or do you have any other ideas? Is it debate team time?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of trite to do
It
that scene
does.
now.
Unless,
Yeah.
unless
It
it's
might be a
a
good contrast, though.
Maybe we'll do a comedy bit here,
Yeah.
Mendel.
Oh, yeah. We can definitely do a comedy bit. Yes. I have, yes, thoughts on that. Well,
uh,
mhm,
okay. So, yeah, let's go to out of Dodge
mhm,
and in a local town with at a community college or small college.
yep. So to set the scene, not been to a high school policy debate uh competition. You know, recent graduates tend to be the people pulled in as judges or
Yeah.
coaches. So like you're going to end up basically with a room with five people in it, one judge and two member teams. And with at the state level, especially if it's like this is probably a team we've met before. Uh, so it's a question is are they rivals? Are they uh someone we like or we don't like, I guess is the right way to put it.
Yeah, I think it's more interesting if they are they're friendly rivals. They're
Okay.
excited because they're seniors. They know
Hmm.
where they're going to school,
Right.
and um, but they're very good, and so maybe that's the
Hmm.
challenge.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're very good. And more importantly, our school did not send us to one of the bigger colleges nearby for debate camp, but
Yeah,
these folks did. So they've
yeah,
got the cards. So um, yeah, basically, one of the advantages of going to a debate camp is that they will help you out with a bunch of pre-researched uh, like little snippets from articles and
sure,
so on that are on index cards, which are
right,
called cards.
yeah. Got to have your
And
index cards.
mhm, yes, yes. So I went to debate camp once and we watched Beavis and Butthead and C-SPAN, which sums up exactly what that era of debate was like, if that makes sense.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna deep cut even further, if that's okay. So I think that so I'm trying to remember if we figured out what the topic this year was, but it's okay. We don't need to dig into that. Um, so I'm going to borrow a story from my real life debate experience, which was weirdly prescient. The opposing team was on the negative, which is to say they were arguing against the plan that we are trying to put forward. Um, and you know, the plan involves using technology in some way, which then lets us loosely connect to the idea that, well, because you're trying to use technology to solve a problem, this will invariably turn into an apocalypse. Um,
Yeah.
and specifically, this is an apocalypse because of the use of A1 technology. And they will go on about the importance of A1 technology and how it's so dangerous for everyone. And it's going to lead to like the death of millions and billions of people on Earth.
Uh,
This you've just seen Terminator 2, right? A couple of years ago. So
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, they're quoting like articles with actually talk about this, um, especially from like such vaunted sources as the Christian Science Monitor, um, and yeah, um, and as is tradition. We do in our like our prep period ask to see their cards that they're reading out, and that is where we discover to our chagrin that the other team is referring to artificial intelligence as A1 technology because they are misreading their own cards.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hmm. So,
prep,
how would Kira
prep is
respond to
their own
that?
prep is their own downfall.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Remy, check this out. And she hands you a handful of their cards.
Right, where it clearly says artificial intelligence in parentheses AI.
I mean, they think they're coming at us with steak sauce, as far as I can tell.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Um, should we just let the judge play along? And
I mean, if we don't tell the judge, how are they going to know?
how are we gonna
I mean, for me, I mean, this is just me wondering, like, how many times do you let them say it before you bring up some kind of point of information, right? They
Well,
need to dig that hole deep,
there's
right?
a
that's the thing.
structure to these things. So we've got to wait till it's our turn to talk.
Do you
Yeah,
for a point
so
of information?
yeah,
Yeah,
after they've gone on for a
there's a
while,
rebuttal
yeah, time
and
for the rebuttal.
a
You can,
cross examination
yeah. Um,
where we get to
what
ask questions.
why don't you go ahead and Remy, why don't you take the rebuttal?
All right. So, we structurally speaking, I don't think we usually end up having a choice, but like, yes, we'll say that Remy is doing the rebuttal. Um, and I won't get into unnecessary amounts of like of the structure of how school debate works. Um, but yes, so it's a 3 minute span for us to ask questions of the other team on their cross. They've already had this opportunity to interrogate us in cross-examination. That's in fact, this is sometimes called policy debate and sometimes called cross-examination debate or CX debate. Um, and yeah, so I we'll basically I'll start with the whole like I'll try to channel um my inner oh man, why am I forgetting his name? Okay, trying to Perry Mason. I'm trying to channel my inner Perry Mason here, and like just start well. So you call this A1 technology? It's very interesting. Does it have anything to do with the steak sauce? Um, and we let's try to bring them into make them feel bad, as it were, or at least otherwise like kind of rib them for this in front of the judge. Um, and they start deflecting. There's a little bit of nervousness there. It's like they haven't broken their cool completely, but like yeah. And then it's play a little bit into how just overall preposterous this is. It's like literally the especially because like we're required to do something involving technology. And so no matter what our plan is, this disadvantage would be used on it. So it's kind of like, well, you're not even trying here and you don't even know what you're talking about. Um, and trying to and then that you look over at the judge. I'm sure Kira's looking at the judge trying to see a read on probably what he's thinking. And yeah, he's just taking notes, looking around. Um, and yeah, then that's probably my turn. Then it's a chance for because that's only 3 minutes, right? Then it's a turn for Kira to do the rebuttal, right? Because the cross examination feeds into that rebuttal. So and so that's the question. What do you want to do with that?
So I think I'm going to. Is it okay if I go weird now
Oh
for
yeah.
Kira's bit? Okay, so I think that we I as you're coming up and I'm leaving the desk, we give each other a high five, and Kira notices that she feels a little unsteady on her feet, and she looks down at her cards, um, and realizes that these words are not making sense. They don't appear to be words in English now, but strange symbols and words she doesn't recognize. And she's she's she steps up and um she tries to begin and realizes that she is having trouble she's having trouble forming words, and she she just kind of shakes her head at Remy, and she kind of stumbles back over to the desk and sits, and she's looking at you, and she's trying to say something. Her mouth is open, but no words are coming out. Just kind of a low hiss.
Kira, are you okay?
And she closes her mouth, and then she stumbles out of the room and down the hall toward the bathroom.
Okay. Um, uh, Probably ask the judge for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna run after Kira. At least, I mean, I can't follow you in the bathroom, but I can at least try to see what's going on.
And a few minutes pass, and she comes out of the bathroom, and she has been crying, and she says to Remy, "I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening. I don't feel right here."
It's okay. It's okay, Kira. What,
I,
this isn't that important. What's going on? Is there anything we can do?
I, I don't know. I, I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
I don't understand, but do you need just some time?
I think that we maybe maybe someone from one of the other teams can join you. Otherwise, we're gonna have to forfeit.
It's
I
okay if we have to forfeit.
I I can't get I can't get back up there. When I do, I nothing makes sense. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go find Coach and just sit down for a while.
Okay, um gonna give Kira a hug, um, and go back to the room to let the judge know.
What do we see of Kira after that conversation? Uh, does she seem unwell or coming
Yeah.
back?
Yep. Um, it seems like maybe she seems to be kind of more and more sick. As time goes on, she becomes more and more unsteady. I think that this town is not doing her any good.
Bren will probably try to find someone who's finished. Like so there's probably uh some like maybe the extemporaneous events or dramatic interpretation. Somebody's parent came and may be able to drive you home um sooner than the tournament going on, because this is probably round one. But they happen at different times. So
Excellent.
um
Thank you.
yeah. Mhm.
And on the drive back, I think with Mrs. LaBelle, you can see that she starts to, as they get closer and closer to Silent Falls, she starts to become more and more like herself.
You think it's gradual? Like by the time you reach the border or the county line or whatever it is, are you back 100% or does it take, is it like that obvious?
Yeah, I think it is that obvious. And I think that she's trying to put it all together to understand what happened.
What do we think happens back at the debate, Remy? Is this, you know,
Oh, I
a
so
complete
I'm sure
washout?
that I'm sure there's a second team, possibly a junior team, but like there's probably a second team. So what I can do, I don't think we yet can cannibalize the teams at this point. But what I can do is I can sit in on debate rounds and take notes. Which is a thing that better funded teams with more people in them often do, to kind of get a lead on their competitors.
No.
Um, mhm. Yeah, if I could time it out, yeah. I could definitely do like maybe I could join an impromptu, um, or one of the other events, if it's not too late, basically. If they if one of the events that hasn't started yet. Um, Probably this is like a weekend long thing where there's like more than one night. So I could probably get into an event that happens tomorrow, and do that. Um, so um, mhm.
And
Yes.
yeah, and I guess I'm wondering, like, do we see like how Remy deals with this kind of unforeseen circumstance? Is he like blaming anyone? Is he just rolling with the punches? Is it what can you do? I think we've got a good idea of how Remy deals with issues in, as an adult, but
Um, I the long and well, so the long and short of it is that because of Remy has been forced to acquire a fair bit of emotional maturity for his age. Probably because of this the infamous unseen mother. Um so I do suspect that like if we jump to another scene, it would be calling Kira's house in the evening, with the help of like one of the other chaperones to check in on her, make sure she got home okay. And then I don't know if anybody picks up or not, but that would be like, yeah. It's
yeah, I mean, how does Kira deal with that? You know, apologetically, or just pretend you're still sick, or not come to the phone under any circumstances. What's Kira's
So yeah,
stance
she'll
here?
talk to Remy because Remy is her friend, and I think that I'm I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I just felt so sick. I thought maybe I came down with something, but I don't know. Maybe I should go. have my head examined or whatever, but just I felt I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. I hope that you do well in your individual event.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hope you I'm glad you're doing better. I'm just it's okay. Right?
Yeah, I think I feel better. I feel a lot better now that I'm home.
Okay. I'm glad. Are you doing okay about the about missing out on the event on the qualifiers?
I'm just trying to it's I don't know what to do. I'm trying to
I knew you were
sort it
looking forward
out.
to it.
I
So
know. It's I mean it's pretty messed up, but I don't know what to do. I feel like I can't be there. I'm really Remy. I know you were depending on me and we did so much and went so far together and I'm really sorry that I let you down.
here, what matters is that you take care of yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not some failure on your part. Okay. You're not the one who called it A1.
A1. Oh my God, what were those guys thinking? That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
got second place. Um,
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah. Um, yeah.
I'll um I'll talk to you when you get back.
Yep. All right. You just take care. All right.
You too.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe we should take a break now, given that we're just coming up to the hour. Let's come back at 5 past. That's all right. Okay.
If I make you feel better.
Um, yeah, so let's, I don't know, some mood whiplash. Do we see a hospital scene in
Yeah.
the adult timeline, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're at. Um,
Um, I guess before we get there, I wonder, um, hey, for Jeremiah, obviously, you know, when the others discovered you last week, you were kind of fully ingrown in the oak tree. What do you remember about that? What signals were you getting from the Briarwoods, the Mud Witches, the generations of such in that grove?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I think, and here's a question for you, Donna, that you asked me a question. I'm going to respond to the question to help set us all up because I'm fun like that. Uh, so, where I'm going, no, did it freeze? Did it freeze? Did it
We hear
freeze?
you.
Oh, wait, no, okay. Uh, the froze up on me for a second. What was it'll peak sunscreen? What was Lilith's intention when she put him in the tree? Like, was she straight up just like murdering him, or like sacrificing him, or like what was that?
Yeah, I would have liked to play that out with you last week, but obviously that didn't happen. So
Yeah.
my inkling was, you know, to be part of the family, to kind of uh, join with her in some way. Maybe you weren't going to spend like the rest of your existence in the tree, but this was going to be maybe a seasonal thing. You were going to go in and go out at stages. Um, but yeah, if you wanted to be part of the family, that was how you were going to do it. That was a very warped kind of embrace, right?
Very warped, kind of forceful embrace. And yeah, sort of.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I think Jeremiah's mind is still racing because there was this idea that Briarwood. Oh, I get it. Oh my God, is that's a thing. Oh my God. Man, it's genius. So yeah, so I think we see like Jeremiah like is caught up like what it looked like on the outside, but then what it looked like on the inside is like we see like this moment of like Lilith almost like touching his head like you would like a sick child who's like laying in bed like with like soft like chushing noises, and then there's the whole like attack and trying to remove him, and it's all like a blur for him, and he still feels like sick and feverish, and there's like sap at different corners of his body, like on different like joint points, like maybe like they're at the hospital and like one of the doctor goes to like give him an IV and their hand comes away for like a little bit like sticky like sap. And he doesn't know because he he knows deep down that this is one of the things that this town does to Briarwoods apparently is it takes them this way. And a part of him was like, I could have been with my mom. But another part of him knows that like that wouldn't have been him. Not in the end. It would have been whatever the town made him into. He would lose parts of himself, and he's happy not to have lost those. But at the same time, it's still like, well, if that's not how this town takes me, it'll just take me in a different way, probably. But if I can delay that longer, that means that Jack and Alice are safe. And so that's sort of where I think his mind's kind of at. It's almost like he's living in a Final Destination movie. Uh, maybe he'd been passed out, so he's starting to come to in the hospital room, and the others are maybe there.
I mean, Terry's definitely there, but maybe Terry's kind of like passed out in a chair next to you. Um,
I think we see, sorry, I'm gonna add one more thing. I think we see as Jeremiah blinks his eyes open for the first time, uh, since he's been conscious since being put in the tree, his eye color has changed. It is the same color of like sap.
do you make a sound?
Yeah, I think there's like a little bit of a groan as he like goes to sit up, but his body's like really like sore and stiff, from being inside a tree.
And I think Terry has already been like kind of fitful with his sleep, and will like kind of notice that you're coming awake, and try to kind of push you back with like one hand. Hey, hey, hey! No, I mean you don't want to like pull away and upset some of the IVs and stuff.
Yeah, hey, then like he goes to lay back down, but you notice his hand goes to cover the hand that you've put on his chest and squeezes it.
Hey, how you feeling?
Uh, Shittier than rookie suicides. Side note, I realize that might not be a term everywhere. Suicides are a type of run that you do until you literally like fall down in sports.
Right, and he's just looking at you like I.
It's a running thing. It's a running thing. It's like a really hard training day.
Okay.
And like we see like it's almost silly as he like we see like red kind of come to the tips of his ears like as he realizes he's kind of embarrassed. Right, little wholesome moment. He like averts his gaze from yours for a second. It's like
And
this bad joke.
Terry will like come closer, like edge closer to the bed. Oh, hey, you we were I wasn't sure whether you were gonna make it.
Yeah. I don't. Moms, huh? You spend your whole life looking to meet him, and then they put you in a tree.
I, I don't even know what the hell we saw. Did you see? Did you see what Kira did?
I didn't. What would Kira do?
And he keeps his hand on your chest, in your hand. He doesn't look at you, but he'll say, She, uh, she took Lilith's head off with a scythe, a sickle, whatever.
A Grim Reaper?
Yeah, I guess so.
And there's like a laugh. I think it's like a burble laugh, like just like a crazy. Because how insane is that? Your friend just chopped your wood tree mother's head off with a scythe, and leans his head back. Well, that wasn't where I thought that was going, but I guess
She did it,
I owe
and
Kira a beer.
yeah, she did it, and you slid out of the tree, let you go, and we got you back here.
I guess Briar Woods, huh? I guess that's why so many of us go missing in the woods.
Why didn't you tell us where you were going?
I didn't expect anything to happen, honestly. Maybe I should have known better after everything we've been seeing. I don't. I just wanted to look in on it, and before I don't know what I did, and then it just happened so fast.
Yeah. I'm I'm glad we got you back.
Me too. I would. There isn't a thing in this world I would do to make sure I didn't stand you up for that concert. And he'll squeeze your hand again.
And he'll lean down and he'll give you a soft kiss on your forehead. Uh, Still think you're gonna stick around here? You don't have to. Once the concert's over, come with me. We can leave here.
I'll think about it. Okay? I'll I'll think about it, but I can't promise you more than that right now.
Okay. Get some rest, all right?
Yeah, um, not now. I'll do the rest thing, but I'd be cool to check in with Kira, probably. Make sure she's okay and let her know that I don't like feel anything about like the fact that she scythed my mom, Lilith Briarwood, that she scythed Lilith Briarwood. Let's be real here. I should also tell Lorraine. Uh,
I, I mean, Kira said she was gonna stop by again after she checked on her family.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. Uh, I fall asleep easier if you don't mind. And he'll like lean back, like still holding your hand in his. She just Can I until I fall asleep.
sure.
And I think if you look down, you notice still. Well, I guess no, they probably would have covered him, but like the camera kind of pans towards the clothes that were kind of removed, that were like covered in sap. It's that sweatshirt. He was wearing it. It was probably way too tight on him, but he was wearing that when he went out there. It was like a crop top sweatshirt.
Yeah, I mean, like, because we figured, like, by the time that you were absorbed into the tree, it's like, you were pretty much naked or whatever. So,
Oh,
yeah,
wild. That kind of
yeah,
actually. Then it's just pieces of like a sleeve and a this and a that, but it's that sweatshirt.
wow. I mean, he probably wouldn't have remembered. It's been like, what, 20 years? So,
Thank you. Yeah.
But he'll still hold on to your hand, and he will sit back down, but he'll drag his chair or stool or whatever closer to the bed, and just yeah, keep looking at you, and just I think maybe he'll even start murmuring something, and maybe you recognize it a little bit as like the like the hum or like the whispering melody of what he sang to you a long time ago, like that song that he wrote for you.
Yeah. I think we see, yeah, and he'll fall back asleep. And there's like a bit of a look of peace on his face that you don't think you've actually ever seen. He kind of found out sort of where he came from. He got his answers. They weren't great answers, they're not happy answers, but they're answers nonetheless.
And with his other hand, he'll stroke your cheek as you fall to sleep.
Your hand comes away a little sticky. Not like
Mm,
it throws trees out, trees out.
I don't think he I don't think he minds. He's just
Yeah.
yeah, he's still singing. And we just have the pan out before we go into the fade to black. Yep.
so I want to know, after dropping Jeremiah off to the hospital, what do Kira and Remy get up to? What do they do with this murder weapon?
Um, I think that unless Remy is going to protest, uh, Kira takes it home. No, she takes it to the library
Okay, so you
and
want to go to the library.
and go into the secret room. Can I gain access to the secret room at this hour, Donna?
Um, I mean, I think you can probably wait around for it to open, right,
Man,
in a couple of hours because it's a long
I
night.
mean, you
Uh,
could also, if I go back to Anne's house, you could potentially steal her keys if you really wanted to get into the library.
that's perfect. Yeah, she's got to be asleep or
Oh,
busy, right?
yeah, she's
Got
asleep, so
stuff
the
going
kids
on.
should be asleep by now. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's gonna put it in the secret room at the library for now, so that it's there when she needs it again.
and I wonder when you finally fall asleep that morning, you know, what does it whisper to you from across town?
I think that she's getting the message that there's more work to do.
And is that like a frightening message, or how does Kira receive that?
Um, I think that I think she accepts it as part of her ongoing understanding of what her role is and what this town is.
think you get a text from Terry at some point, and he'll tell you that Jeremiah's conscious, but has fallen back asleep. If you want to come and visit during visiting hours, and he'll ask you if you're okay.
And Kira replies, I don't know what to say to him. And then you see ... and then the dots disappear, and there's no next message.
I think he'll kind of his thumb will hover over his phone, and then he'll type out. He doesn't seem mad.
And Kira replies, I can't face him.
And he'll text back. He didn't see it.
He just found out who she was, and I took that from him.
Then you see the dots. Stop. See the dots again. Pause. And then there's nothing for a long time. And then you'll see a text way later going, maybe I want to see you.
Okay.
Breakfast?
At the diner.
Meet you there.
So, how about Remy? What's
Well, I imagined I drove Kira back to Anne's house, which is where Kira's car was parked, and as far as I know, she left that night to go home. So I'm unless I get a text or something inviting me to the diner, I don't know that the rest of this is probably happening unawares. Um,
I mean,
I
Terry will
Right.
let you know that Jeremiah's awake, and
Oh yeah, no, and I'm very glad to hear that.
and then he'll ask
Hmm.
you how you're doing and such.
Uh, Holding together. How are you two?
Dot dot dot.
Do you need anything? I know you've been at the hospital. It sounds like you've been in the hospital all night.
Texting back. We'll be meeting Kira for breakfast at diner. Coming?
Sure.
See you then.
Yep. So I expect I'm helping Anne with something in the morning. So I'm probably going to be there a little late
Mhm.
for the diner.
Um, and Kay, I mean, how soon do you think Jeremiah is back on his feet? Do you want to?
I think it's pretty remarkable. I think for all medical testing, the next morning he's fine.
Yeah. So maybe let's get you to the breakfast a little bit late
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Um,
Why would you do that, Donna?
I, I like throwing grenades at people.
I love it.
Um, why would I do that? I mean, it's like you've
Right.
never talked to me before.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe. Oh, well, I could see Jeremiah ask me for a ride.
Ooh, yeah.
I said,
Yeah, I
okay.
think, yeah.
I mean, if Terry is not going to be late, basically, it's like,
Yeah, I mean, like, Terry wasn't expecting, like, Jeremiah to be released so soon. In fact, he's like thinking it's going to be like at least another overnight or whatever to make
mhm,
sure that he's okay and getting some rest. Of course not, because Jeremiah's stubborn. So,
yep. Also, rural hospital cutbacks.
yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, get out. We need your bed. Exactly.
Yes.
I know how. Yeah, I can
He's
see that.
supernatural. I think though, like he's like supernaturally almost okay. Like
Yeah.
if anything, like, huh, you've got some really healthy vitals here.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
Strange.
Aside from the stickiness, they're like, you
Yeah, the
seem to be fine.
stickiness
Get out.
and yeah, wait, do you say you listed your eye color here as this color, but that doesn't seem to match? Don't worry about that.
so let us do no heartbeats, but whatever. Um, let's do the conversation between Remy and Jeremiah first, and then we'll cut to the diner, and then do Kira and Terry, and then the others can arrive.
Yeah. I think
Um,
you pick up and he'll scoot down and slide into the seat. Hey, Rums.
Hello.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah. So I'm surprised that you're on your feet, but I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, no, I actually don't feel that bad. He'll turn and like meet your gaze, and you can see, yep, those eyes, not the same color. And his hands are like a little. No, I'm not gonna say that, but no, I'm not gonna give him sticky hands. I don't like that for life. I don't like that in my life. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
the eyes a different color. I mean,
yeah,
you were a tree for a little while there. Things are going to change.
yeah. Well, I don't think I was the tree yet. I think I was just kind of inside the tree.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Uh,
I
at least,
I I was not sure what the mechanics of that were.
and
So,
honestly, I'm not either. You probably would know better than I do. But I feel like if you got me out, I wasn't the tree yet. I would assume once you go tree, and he's like buckling in, you know.
well, I was getting a hatchet ready, but I think Kira got you out.
That's what I'm told. Yeah, no, Kira got me out. Kira's always good in a pickle, though, right?
Yeah, usually. Although
Sorry,
I,
this is
I do wonder
we
sometimes if she gets herself into more pickles in the process.
probably that sounds like Kira throwing herself into the fray to save everyone else while she just falls under the waves. You've been staying with Anne, right?
Yeah,
She, I mean, she's Jack and Alice's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How are they?
They seem to be doing okay. Um, Anne's recovering, I think. The last appointment was just yesterday, and that seemed to go well enough. So she's probably going to be back on her feet in a few weeks. I'm hoping. So
Shitty funny person. What's wrong with her that you had to? Oh,
I don't want to get into like too many details there. But she needed some procedures done, and it was It's it's been some ups and downs for the recovery the last few months.
I
Um,
mean, I look around. Silent Falls isn't really a great place to recover. Uh, I know we haven't talked much, but I'd like to ask a favor.
sure.
Uh, I've got it's this 3 bedroom apartment in Miami.
Hmm.
Uh, we used it during away. I stayed there during away seasons for training and certain things, and uh, it's nice. I want you to convince Anne and the kids that maybe it would be better for her recovery to go somewhere a little warmer, a little nicer, and get those kids the fuck out of Silent Falls.
I can try. Um, I'll I mean, maybe best if you are involved in trying to convince her. Um,
I don't really know her. I really haven't been around for
I know,
past.
but you're offering a pretty substantial gift. Um, I think it would be a lot harder if you didn't want to talk to her about
I mean, you don't have to tell her it's from me, and I'll make sure all the bills are paid and there's stuff in an account.
it.
But
Okay. Yeah, I can take a look at some do you have some details on this so I can show her that, I
what do you
guess?
what do you need? And he'll like pull out his cell phone. Like the screen is cracked a bit.
Right. Oh, I if I'm gonna talk her into try to talk them into moving to Miami, I'm gonna need to know where.
Yeah,
Right.
just give me. And you'll see he like will pull up like a Zillow listing, and it's
Hmm.
a nice place. It's definitely maybe not like it's definitely bachelor pad style is kind of like the way it looks, but that can be changed.
Okay.
But it is 3 bedrooms. It's in a nice building in a little area, and he's like, there's a coach I used to work with. He coaches now at a local private school. I bet I could probably talk to him about getting the kids in there. Uh, Granted, maybe even the Florida public education system could be better than Silent Falls, but
Well, okay. I yeah.
oh, and there's a there's a
Make a
car
bunch
there's
of
a
notes and
there's an in the parking space there's an Audi Q5. The keys for it are just in the mailbox. I'll give you the well, I don't have it. I'll ship the key to you.
okay. I will try. I just don't know.
You care about Alice. I mean, you care about Anne.
Yeah.
I don't think you want
And
to
the
see one of
kids.
those.
Yeah.
So I don't think you want to see one of those kids end up in a tree. And I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep the motor running until it starts looking for the next option. And we're getting really limited in numbers here.
Okay. Just I can't make someone do something they don't want to do.
No, I know, but
I'll try.
yeah, you've always been really solid about a lot of that stuff for me, and I appreciate it. And this is gonna you should go with them. There's 3 rooms. There's space. I mean, there's also like an office. So like you wanted like the kid wanted. I mean, whatever you would need to be set up there, I'll do it. You just make sure they're safe.
So I'll try. Yeah.
There's nothing good in this town, Remy. maybe it makes good things, but it doesn't let them stay good. Help me get them out.
Is that a good place to cut over to the diner?
I think so.
Hmm. Yeah, because that's probably the discussion on the drive over
Yeah, on the
to
drive
the
over,
diner.
yeah.
Yes. Or like in the parking lot before we get in the van or whatever. Right. Like,
Yeah.
so, so yeah, let's cut to the diner.
Yeah, I think Terry's already there. He's
Yeah, I
got.
feel like Terry and Kira would probably be there first.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I mean, like Terry's like got in a booth and is like looking out the window. Probably not out the window that looks out where Kira comes in. So you know,
Yeah, so Kira comes in, the bell rings on the door, and she makes her way over to Terry.
yeah, he didn't really he didn't really clean up very much since the night before. I mean, like he went back to his hotel room to change a little bit, but like he still looks kind of scruffy. He didn't shave, and he just kind of rumples his hair yet again with his fingers. Hey, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for asking to see me. And she's standing by the table, and then she sits next to Terry, and
And he
she
gives
kind of,
you a hug
yeah,
immediately.
leans into him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You freed him.
Do you want coffee?
Yeah.
She comes back with coffees, and she sits opposite Terry. Um, how how does he how does he feel?
He he seems like he was actually weirdly back to normal. Like he was joking around like it was almost nothing. Like it got locked into trees like, every other night of the week. It was weird.
Is that like you know, is he dealing with the trauma that way?
I, I don't know. Believe me, he can be serious when he chooses. And it's not nice when he is.
Kira frowns. What are you talking about?
I was just remembering when you had it. And he gulps. Just remembering when he had told me he was gonna go away, and you know, just not gonna do this thing that we had, and I asked him this morning when he woke up. I said I didn't want to lose him again, and I asked him to come come with me,
Yeah.
and he said he'd think about it. said he'd think about it.
Well, I have to talk some sense into him. He can't stay here. He needs to get out of this town.
I know. I know.
I'm really sorry he's made it. I don't know. It's difficult for you guys. I understand. She reaches out to take your hand on the table.
And he'll
And
he'll clasp your hand as well. And then he looks up from your hands, and he'll look up at your face. And what about you? You're caught up in this weirdness too. But
I
more reason to leave, Kira.
can't. My kids
Take
are
the
here.
kids and just, I don't know, make it start again somewhere new.
I can't leave, Terry. I
Why?
literally can't
Why?
leave. Silent Falls wants me. It wants me here.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you'd laugh at me when I tried to give you advice when we were kids. And I know I haven't been around for you these few years, but I'm asking, as somebody looking out for you, Kira. Take the kids. Take Eddie if you want. I don't know. But just leave. You can write anywhere. You can start over.
Some of us can't leave. But someday maybe my kids can. If I can keep them safe until then.
Is that why? You can't leave?
I don't know if they're as stuck here as I am, but I know that I can't go. This land wants me. This town wants me here.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? And he reaches out with his other hand. What do I have to do to get you all away from this town's reach?
I don't know. Well, let's try to help Jeremiah. Let's do that first. He's got a whole life outside of this town. And you can be part of that, or he can be part of your life someplace else, but you can't have a life here, you know that.
I know that, but it's also his choice. Especially if he's going to think about it.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? I guess I didn't. He just came over. He came over that one day in the summer. He handed me back my stuff and said we had to stop. I can't even remember what he said. It just hurt so bad.
I'm sorry. I. That's what happened between you two?
Yeah. He said he got scouted, got picked, and he had to stop doing, stop being
Does
with me.
did he? I mean, did he apologize? Has he made it up to you?
I don't know if he can make up 20 years, but he kind of apologized in your treehouse.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Don't be sorry. All right. So she holds out her hand, and then she puts out her pinky, and she says, "All right, let's swear we're gonna get Jeremiah to leave town."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a it's gonna be a big lift, Caldwell. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
Well, I don't know. I can be a I don't- we'll we'll start working on him.
Okay. All right. And then he takes your pinky with his, and then he gives you that lopsided grin of his, and then he'll say, "All right, swear by it."
I feel like you hear the jingling of the bell maybe at that point.
Definitely.
It's Jeremiah and Remy walking. I think Jeremiah will sidle up not to the side that Jeremy's on, but not Jeremy, Terry. I combined their names. That Terry's on, but to the side that Kira's on and slide in next to Kira. So she kind of can't leave.
Yeah, I think that her first instinct as you were starting to slide in, she started to stand. And then as you're sitting there, she shakes her head and she says, I'm so sorry. I
I think he'll reach up, put a hand on your shoulder, and kind of push you back down into the seat. Like not like hurtfully, but just like
Yeah.
with pressure. Um, hey, I, you don't have anything to be sorry about. You did what had to be done, which is kind of what this place makes you do. I appreciate the extra time.
And she looks curious. Her face looks very curious about what that means exactly.
Well, I mean, if you didn't get me out, I'd be a tree in a tree. I don't know exactly how it works or worked, and I wouldn't be able to fulfill the promise I made to Terry about going to that concert with him.
Right. She
I'm
looks over
actually
at the
shocked you're here now. I mean, they released you, or are
Yeah,
you out
no,
AMA?
no, not against medical advice. My vitals are great, apparently. It's funny that they looked up my records from my regular job. They're even better than before I got here.
What the
But
hell? Not that
yeah, I
I'm
don't.
saying it's a bad thing, but I mean,
Yeah, yeah, no. But maybe a tree nap was good for me. And he'll like call over a waiter and get, like coffee and stuff. And didn't mean to deaden the conversation just by showing up. But
no,
uh,
no, it's just trying to reassure Kira that you weren't mad.
no, no. Honestly, here, I think it's good that it was short and sweet, and I didn't have to see it or do it. I think that's why my grandma never went into the woods. I thought it was just because she was old, but yeah, it would have really had to suck if I had to do it myself in some way. Not that I maybe could have, but like I said, I appreciate the time and well, what's you like we'll go to a bit more of a whisper. You know what's around here. They're not who they were anymore. If they ever were, if she ever even was that person, I don't know her. And I don't think I would have gotten to know her sticking around in that situation. I think she died a long time ago. I think that was just Silent Falls remnant of her.
Or maybe you just would have gone around with your wish of what she would have been like.
There's a reason. I have to admit I didn't do much actual like book learning when I was in college for like a year and a half, but uh, I took this one mythology class just for like an easy A. And did that there's that story about that chick, the one that had the charm bracelet line about Pandora, and so she's got the box, right?
Yeah.
And all the bad things in the world like come out of this box. But you know what's also was in that box?
Hope.
Hope. Yeah, yeah. See, this is why you're always a smart one. Uh, Hope was in that box, and hope's a good thing at times, but maybe sometimes hope and imagining for something that's never gonna happen is worse than never having an answer. At least I have an answer. My dad was a drunk and my mom was a tree.
That's hell of a closure. Uh, or
I,
loop.
yeah, I guess. I mean, she's my mom, but she wasn't really my mom. I mean, if anyone was my mom, it was my grandma. And I think it's time I stopped chasing the idea of what have been and at least appreciate what I actually have while it's still here.
That's how I felt about my aunt, you know? I mean, it wasn't my dad or my mom, but while she was here, she's what I got. She was great.
I think if I called Lorraine Briarwood great in public, either she'd scorn me for doing it or people would laugh at me for saying it.
I'm not saying you had the
But yeah,
same kind of relationship. I get
no,
it.
I know. I just no reach a hand across and like squeeze your hand. But but yeah. So don't feel bad, Kira. It You gave me a gift. I didn't have to do it if I was in the position to make that choice, and I get to fulfill promises I wouldn't have been able to fulfill if you didn't do it.
And Terry reaches across to grab your hand, Kira. See? I told you.
Yeah, you should listen to Terry. He's really smart.
Yeah, I know. And in fact, I know that he's got a great idea, and he's leaving Silent Falls.
Yeah, no, we talked about that the other night. Yeah, no, Terry's leaving after the show.
And, you know, after spending 20 years apart, why don't you go with him?
I have to do a thing or two first. I Do we have Mendel, are you here? Mendel? Uh Remy? Um, I can't Jeremiah, I'll just I can't leave unless I know that the kids are leaving also. Enoch could take care of himself, but if I leave and it's just Enoch and the kids, and not much else, I can't, I couldn't, I can't. Unless, he looks at Kira, you know a way to make this town feel satiated without its regular hunting duties of Briarwoods.
The hell does that even mean?
You want to explain, Kira?
What do you two know? What's going on around here?
This town keeps me here, and this town eats Briarwoods. But Jeremiah, you can you can leave because I will be here and I will protect all of them.
We got lucky last night. Right time, right place, right looking. You have two kids of your own to worry about. Don't bullshit me and tell me you're going to have time to keep your eyes and ears on two teenagers additionally every moment of every day.
But I might have a little help from some friends.
You have friends that aren't us?
Yeah, I
What
know,
the?
right? Are
Jeremiah, what the?
Sorry, it came out.
I mean, you guys
Yeah,
haven't even
seriously.
been here in 20 years, so yeah. I do I know some other people, and I got a text message this morning. Somebody wants to meet me. It's
Okay.
it's it's a group here in town, and I think they've been here a long time. They call themselves the Pact.
Didn't you mention that when we were in high school?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they were just, I don't know.
I thought there was just some kind of like weirdo. I don't know.
Druggies?
I
Yeah.
mean, I think they're weirdos, but I mean, they said they've been trying to protect the city, the town, and I told them that they've been doing a really shitty job. But they convinced me.
Of what?
I'm gonna be with them now.
You're joining the group?
Yeah. Hey, as long as I'm stuck here, I might as well do some good.
You know, I could maybe help with that.
Kira turns and raises her eyebrows at Jeremiah.
I don't know about you, but I can throw something at insert I don't know, what is it, 90 miles per hour? What's a high level of pitching?
Yeah.
So I throw things hard and fast.
Okay.
That could be useful.
I mean, the thing is, I don't want you to be stuck here. I don't want you to be bound. I want I want you to leave with Terry. And then I
That's
think that she leans in to Jeremiah since he's on the same side, and she whispers to Jeremiah, "He needs you more than this town does."
can't I can't leave just yet. Um, but I'll think about it. I'm not gonna go anywhere until Lorraine's passed. And I can't go anywhere if Remy's not able to help me get the kids out. But if if I could, I'd go with you, Terry. I want to go, but I'm not going to ask you to stay here. But I don't know if you're still doing the music thing while we've got time. No, I won't ask. That's selfish. I don't want to. Never mind. I just
What?
could always bring your bands through here, get to see each other for a bit. Maybe you could stop here in between, but it's not safe. And I don't want you to, I can't ask you to risk yourself just to spend some time with me.
Sounds like you've already made up your mind.
At least not. I have to stay until at least two things are done. After that, maybe I can work on me and I can hope for me. But I've got at least maybe a couple months for Lorraine. And I, I don't think I could forgive myself if I left and something happened to those kids.
I understand. Hey, maybe you're turning into the responsible one.
Yeah, I guess you rubbed off on me in more ways than one.
He's trying hard not to get choked up, and he's
Yeah, I
looking into
think
his coffee cup.
he'll move their hands so that your fingers are laced instead of just holding.
And he takes a sip of few sips of his coffee, and if the coffee gets a little saltier, then
Mm.
you know nobody notices. So
Mendel, do we have anything from Remy in this scene?
Mm.
Are you still AFK? Yeah.
He'd said he might need to.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna suggest we take a 5 minute break and then come back. Okay, so we are gonna cut to epilogues for the game. So we're gonna see a little bit of the near future in both of those timelines. Mendel, let's start with you for Remy.
All right.
You can do teen or adult in whichever order makes the most
Right.
sense to you.
Okay. Well, so I think it's the epilogue scene is going to be Remy driving that van packed with stuff, sort of leaving Silent Falls, um, listening to maybe some music, possibly from uh, from Terry's band, as it were, on the way out. And then kind of the flashback epilogue is that same van packed with stuff, um, leaving what is except it's not Remy driving it. It's Remy's in the passenger seat with his dad, who's driving out on the same road. But it's teenage Remy now. So
Any thoughts or feelings or last words either way?
um I don't know. I think that probably that last little, I mean, the passenger seat has Remy's phone, and there's going to be yet another call from his mom that's going to voicemail. Um, and probably I've got like a dog-eared printout of that Zillow listing that Jeremiah gave me to try to convince Anne, sitting on the passenger seat.
Okay. Matt, how about you for Terry?
for teen Terry, I think after that very rough breakup, um, I think he throws himself into his work, and he's also like concerned with his aunt. So when he's not working, he's trying to take her to appointments, but she encourages him to still, think about going away to school because she has friends that can help her with whatever she needs for her appointments and such. Um, but just before the summer's over, I think Single Side does have its big blowout concert or whatever, and he's just so excited. And you know, they 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 talk for hours after their big concert, and he's so helpful to them that they ask him to, uh, you know, help them do some of their road tour when he's not at school, and that's kind of like set him on his path, I think. To if he's not with them, then like to start thinking about what he plans on doing with bands like them, that he believes in and that he really likes. And yeah, I think for adult Terry, I think yeah, there's the big again, it's almost a mirror to what happened in the that teen summer. I mean, big blowout, single side concert, but I mean, everybody's much older now. Still a lot of fun. I think they actually will do a kind of a shout out to him as kind of like one of the uh, not standing ovations. What am I thinking of? I don't know. Like one of the
Encores?
Encores, thank you. I can never remember that. So one of the encores, they'll say, yeah, and like to like a shout out to our former roadie, and now our promoter. Like this is a really awesome song that he had written a long time ago, and he didn't know we were going to do this, but I mean, hey, we're back in town, and so's he. So this is for you, man. And then like they sing the song that he wrote for Jeremiah. And yeah, whether or not Jeremiah is with him, I think we see like Terry, but like pretty much like packing up afterwards, helping the band pack up their stuff, and like getting them back on the road uh, for their tour, letting his people like actually do the work this time, for the tour out. And you know we see him at the wheel of his rental car, and yeah, maybe there's a small smile on his face, but we're not sure what that's from as he kind of rides off into the sunset.
Which on the Pacific West Coast is awkward because that's like straight into the sea, right? Sorry.
Look now, that could be a winding highway. I have no idea.
Um, Mark, Kira.
So I think we have Kira at the single side blowout in the teen timeline at the Dripping Dagger. I think we had decided they were playing there. And she's cutting loose with Terry, and they are trying, I think, to. Terry's obviously really enjoying himself. Um, Kira's trying to cut loose and put off, um, as long as she can, the reality of her staying here in Silent Falls. And then so the camera has that shot of the show, and then I think that the camera kind of like pans down through the floor and shows us the cellar of the Dripping Dagger. And in the cellar of the Dripping Dagger, we see um, adult Kira putting on her monster hunting gear, and she pulls out the sickle that she has kept for all these years and puts that on her back, and she is there with the rest of the pact. And I'll leave it to Kay as to whether or not Jeremiah is there.
And yeah, I think we seen teen Jeremiah, and he's standing outside of the Dripping Dagger, and he's in a suit, and his hair is combed in a way it never usually is. And he can hear the music from outside, but he sort of takes a deep breath and tears himself away from it and walks a little further towards the Montanero Hotel, where there's a dinner with some scouts who want to talk with him, and Mr. Montanero's representing him. And the, how long should he be staying in the college leagues before he goes pro, and what's the best way to do that, and planning for a future. And I think this time we see an adult Jeremiah who walks through the doors of the Dripping Dagger, and he dances with Terry, and their song plays, and he kisses him, and he says that he doesn't expect Terry to wait, but he will spend every moment he can getting things to a point where he can get back to Terry. And if he's and Terry, Terry, you shouldn't wait. But and then I think maybe we get a scene, and it's 30 years in the future, and it's a knock on a door and a bag in a hand, you know, and who knows what happened after that. Or maybe it's 10 years or 20. IDK. There's some gray in his hair that wasn't there in the first filming of the season.
Okay. So I guess that's a wrap. Uh,
How
yeah,
dare.
cool. Let's I'll stop the recording and we'll do our debrief.